It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. RJ will be keeping an eye on the front courts in this one, specifically the matchup at the center position.
Yeah, and let's remember, there were some years where people thought centers were becoming obsolete, and now they might be the most important position in this league.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And it's Butler missing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Butler on the wing. Back to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Butler attacking. And it's Butler with the jam.
Signature move by Butler. He's a slasher by nature. Really goes hard to the cup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. I will gladly take those. They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
And it's Olajuwon, top of the key. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Olajuwon missing.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Olajuwon. Outside Hardaway. And the 3 off target. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Wallace. High post, Embiid. High post, Johnson. He gives the team some steady offense. A bit under 10 points a game. Wallace, good.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Here's Hardaway. And another miss by Duke.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And here's Giannis. Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And it's that in-between area, the mid-range. It's where Hardaway is probably most comfortable with his shot.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. A true 3-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Inside. Giannis, right side. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
To the paint. Embiid with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Wallace with the ball. George picks him up. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And good, coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
and he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Duke has possession. Trailing here by 8. Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Right side, Adebayo. The three-pointer, no good. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Harden inside the three-point line. Great D that time from Johnson. Pushing it up. Paul George with the steal. And it's George finishing it off.
I like to see that. PG getting after it.
Lets the three fly. Anunoby, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
From deep, Harden. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. .44 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Johnson up top. Hasn't made one yet. Over Harden. Johnson can't get it to go.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
The shot by George, no good. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Johnson. Misses the hook. We're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Up 7. And we'll be back shortly.
Gateway team, 22.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Duke trails by 5. Harden with a head of steam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Adebayo the screen. Abdul-Jabbar with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the Defensive Player of the Year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
And Kareem throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Robertson outside. To the inside. Out left to the wing. From 18 feet away. The shot is good off the backboard. Robertson's got his first bucket in this one.
What you love about Robertson is that he knows his strength on offense and plays to them with confidence.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Robertson outside. Shot clock at 5. Malone controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
No good from Abdul-Jabbar. It's a neck-to-neck game here in Oklahoma City. Hooks one up. The shot's good from Robertson. Robertson's got 4 this quarter.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Cooper. Giannis high post. Pass to Embiid. They need this. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Williams can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Robertson outside. Olajuwon left side. Back to Robertson. Shot clock at 3. Over Williams. Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Robertson. Here's Allen. He's guarded by Cooper. Another shot. Allen's shot is off.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Here's Wallace. And the dunk by Wallace.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Olajuwon. That one's rebounded by Embiid. It's stolen by Olajuwon. To the wing right side. Here's Robertson. And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Outside, Pierce. Kicks it out to Olajuwon. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Olajuwon got his first points of the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Number 32, Magic Johnson.
Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Second team foul.
Robertson outside. Driving the lane. And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
An inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to Duke.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Count that one.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Johnson can't get it to go. The Blue Devils leading by 6. Here's Robertson. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Here's Wallace. No good from outside. And Duke with the possession. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Olajuwon outside. Back to Robertson. Clock at 6. And Embiid with the block. And that's out of bounds. Duke will keep it. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Cooper. No good on the last second attempt there. And so now it's Duke holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We'll return shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Duke leading by 8. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. Now Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And they get it back. Pass to Johnson. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
On the wing, Williams. Front pass the arc. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Olajuwon. With the fadeaway. It's good. Olajuwon's got his second basket of the game.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Can't connect from short range. Duke leading by 7. Outside Olajuwon. Back to Hardaway. Over Johnson. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. On the wing, Williams. Back to Johnson. Outside Abdul-Jabbar. Shot clock at 6. Eyes the hook. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. And Duke with the possession. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Williams outside. A shot off that time. Pass to Olajuwon. And he converts the layup. Olajuwon's got 6.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Johnson attacking. And the shot falls short this time.
And then they continue to control the glass.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Johnson with it. English with no one around. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. English has got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Hardaway. Down low. Here's Malone. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against. You can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
That's just an unfair advantage. Magic standing at 6'9", with the way he handles the basketball, creates huge matchup problems in that pick and roll.
English. And some very quick points for him on that possession. English has got 5. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Almost whenever he wants to, Benny can get to the hoop. He's that good with the rock.
To the middle. Right side out of Kumbo. Giannis just too much inside.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And when players get into a little extracurricular conversation with opponents, RJ, do you think officials are a little too quick to hit them with a double T?
No, that's just officials trying to get control of the game, giving both players a warning. That's all a technical is a warning, because we don't have both players have been warned. We have both players have technicals.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside, Gasol. Allen up top. Still scoreless. Here's English. And English with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And here's Bird from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Bird's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Adebayo. And English gets it to go.
3 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Back to Robertson. In the corner, it's Bird. It's all about it to Kumbo. Williams for 3. The rebound by the Blue Devils. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
To the wing on the left. Three-pointer by Embiid. Duke leading by 7. Fires for 3. And Oscar Robertson, good for 3. Robertson's got 15 points.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here's Gasol outside. And so it's the Blue Devils holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing up cruising.
55. Come on, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. There is Williams. Pass to Embiid. Here goes Embiid.
Yeah, you better make a business decision and get out of that way. Barreling through, you better clear the way for Embiid.
Now here's Hardaway. Outside, Olajuwon. It's 2-on-1. The finish. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle. I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, with authority.
That is a monster finish.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
And that one's good, George.
Yeah, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And it's Giannis missing.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Johnson the screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. English in the corner. And English with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robertson. Goes up again. Outside, Malone. Pierce for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Over in the corner, Williams. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And here's Robertson outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
And here is Johnson. Screen by Giannis. Three-pointer by Embiid. It's good from long range.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
In the corner, it's Bird. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Duke.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the three.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Here's Butler.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Alex English. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Hardaway hits them both.
That's what they needed from him. Unaffected by the pressure.
Johnson the screen. Antetokounmpo outside. It's Giannis throwing it down.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot. And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo fires. He's off from three.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
From 19, that one goes.
And with the height to
Giannis showing creativity.
big points there on the slam. He had a much smaller man on him and took him to task. Just a massive play.
Oh, what a finish.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And that one is good.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Takes advantage. That J is good.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Antetokounmpo. And it's off. Hardaway with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Johnson rips down the board.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
That does not go. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Johnson. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Good.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And so it's Duke winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Now Adebayo. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor. Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop him.
Picked by Olajuwon. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. Hardaway's got his second basket of the game.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Now here's Hardaway. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And here is Johnson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. On the wing, Johnson. Here's the drive. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
Inside. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Duke needs to get off a shot. Pierce's shot is good.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Paul Pierce. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Adebayo with the elbow. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
No one near Olajuwon as he lets it go. Another one falls for Duke.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Giannis. Olajuwon, no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Pass to Adebayo. Driving in. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, you can see the athleticism of Adebayo on that drive. What a motor he has.
Olajuwon in the high post. Out to Hardaway. Back to Olajuwon. 5 on the clock. Over on Antetokounmpo. And the shot falls short this time.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Giannis has got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Duke trails by 4. Here's Robertson, and then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
An inefficient defense there, guys. If there's one thing you want to try and take away from Robertson, it's the dribble drive.
Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. Williams with the clean look. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Robertson drives in. Here's Malone, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Slashing the D to pieces on that drive. Williams is opportunistic on his attacks. It's got the speed to convert.
And then Malone with the dunk.
Yeah, take it up strong, big fella.
Duke getting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw drops for Malone.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And then Malone with the jam.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now here's Williams. He's got 5. Shoots a fader. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Malone. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Leading by just 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Here's Harden. Got it. Harden for 2.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
And the Antetokounmpo inside. Outside Williams. Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Gasol screen. Harden, no good. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And coach for teams defending the pick and roll. You often hear coaches talking about being at the level. What does that mean?
Well, Kevin, what it means is the guy guarding the screener, the defender guarding the screener, has to be all the way up with that guy at the point of the screen, as opposed to being in drop coverage where the guy defending the screener will lay back.
Harden, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the jam by Harden.
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were 2 loud points.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Malone.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. The fadeaway. Shot's good from Bird.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Thompson. Johnson left side. Johnson finishes inside with ease.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And here comes the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Harden scanning the floor. Floats one. Harden floats it in.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Embiid, no good. Jude trails by 3. Harden with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution for the away team. Number 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Richardson. Oh, and the jam by Richardson.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Harden outside. Just 4 to shoot. It's Allen on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Embiid inside. Embiid going all out.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. But he's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Kevin, back to you.
You know, that's a good point. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. So both teams changing it up here. Duke trails by 11. Outside Hardaway. Back to Olajuwon. And that time, also a missed shot. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's got 12. Pass to Richardson. Butler with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And George now top of the key. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, he's too strong. If you're going to hit Giannis, make him feel it.
Up top, Olajuwon. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Oh, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That is a power play by Antetokounmpo. Overcoming the foul and getting the and-one chance.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
to Olajuwon. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. He is just relentless.
And it comes off the front of the rim. Duke trails by 16. Outside Hardaway. And another miss by the Blue Devil.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Fades. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Up by 16. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
47.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And Duke has possession. They trail by 16. And here's Olajuwon for three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Richardson outside. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. And the rebound goes to Duke. Pass to Pierce. Outside, Olajuwon. Outside Hardaway. Picked by Olajuwon. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway's got 7 points.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Now, here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Jackson in the corner. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Magic Johnson.
And it's in there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hardaway for three. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. George looking around. Outside Hardaway. Pass to George. Lock at 6. Now, here is Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Buries the long-range jumper.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And it's good, 2 points. English has got 4 this quarter.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution. Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Johnson spins. over Butler. Shot by Johnson, no good. Duke trails by 18. And George now top of the key. Here's Pierce. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside for Jackson. Outside Williams. And there's the drive. The rebound by the Blue Devils. Here's Hardaway. And then jammed down right as it goes over Jalen Williams.
And if you want athletic ability, then look no further. Hardaway with a stylish game.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 19. 6 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
The shot by Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody around. Gets to the corner and buries it. And Duke has possession. It's a 16-point game. The shot's good from Robertson.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. Shoots over Malone. The 10-footer finds the target. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Wallace misses.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
They get the rebound. Allen in the post. Here's Towns. Nothing on the board. Giannis outside. .109 left in the third. And the jump by Giannis.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Here's Robertson, and then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Goes back up. And he gets the jumper to drop. Abdul-Jabbar's got his third basket of the night right there.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Giannis outside. Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. With the drive. And Kareem throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
66.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Richardson. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning. Tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
A good look from Abdul-Jabbar. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. George, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside Hardaway. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
He's so good at setting up his teammates. Tonight, though, Hardaway's been calling his own number, and boy, has he been prolific. An incredible reverse throwdown, excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Pass to Olajuwon. Pick by Olajuwon. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Another one falls for Duke.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Hardaway for 3. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. Antetokounmpo.
Great use of the pick by Antetokounmpo. Reading the game and getting the hoop.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's off on the first. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
Pick by Olajuwon. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Out of bounds. It'll be Duke's ball. Here's Hardaway.
Who's watching here?
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The putback, and stolen by Richardson. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Pierce. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure. Here's Giannis. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And Antetokounmpo continues to hone his jumper. Those 2 points are the result of his hard work.
Misses from close range. Now Hardaway. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Substitution on the court.
And here is Johnson. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down.
Well, look, Jackson Jr. is a tremendous dunker. You could feel that one from over here. Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Robertson outside. Malone with the screen. Out to Bird. That's good. And Robertson with the assist.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Oh, and he quieted down the crowd with that shot. Big play.
And that was a punch in the gut to those fans. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
6 on the shot clock. George, no good. On his left side. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oscar Robertson.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Third team.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Well, they can tack on a few more points onto this run.
Yeah, it is starting to become a big one.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Back to Malone. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.